Student, welcome to our today's class where we shall be discussing on the force, work, energy, and power. Force, work, energy, and power. So we shall be starting with the energy. Let us look at several examples of sources of energy. We have several examples of sources of energy. One, we have the sun. The sun is known as the main source of energy on the earth, producing both heat and light. Producing both heat and light. So another source of energy is the fuel. The fuel is another source of energy. This includes the wood and the charcoal. We have the geothermal. Geothermal is another source of energy, like in Olkali, in Nakuru County. We have high dam falls. The high dam falls. We have another source of energy, the oceans, nuclear or atomic energy. Those are several sources of energy that we have. We have renewable sources of energy and renewable sources of energy. And renewable sources of energy, we have the solar energy, we have the geothermal, we have the waves and energy, we have the tidal energy, windmills, etc. In non-renewable sources of energy, we have the firewood, charcoal, coal, alcohol, petroleum, biogas, nuclear energy. Those are non-renewable sources of energy. So these notes are already on your they are already online, so you shall be copying them slowly as we continue. So you can transform energy from one form to the other. We can transform one form of energy to the other form of energy. So let us look at the forms of energy. Remember, we have discussed about the sources of energy. So now I want us to look at the forms of energy. We have several forms of energy. One, we have the mechanical energy, we have the heat energy, we have the wave energy, we have the electricity energy or electrical energy. Then another thing I want us to look is the transformation and the conversion of energy. Transformation and conversion of energy. So here we are saying you can transform one form of energy to the other form of energy. For instance, we have chemical energy. The chemical energy can be transformed to electrical energy by means of by a transducer we known as a battery. The battery becomes a producer to transform the chemical energy to electrical energy. We have, for instance, we have the solar energy. It is transformed to electrical energy by what we call the solar cell or the solar panel. Also, the kinetic energy can be converted to electrical energy by form of dynamo or alternator. So these are some of the one form of energy can be transformed to the other. So make sure you have these notes in your books. They are fairly important. We have a table there where we have the initial form of energy. We have the final form of energy after transformation. And lastly, we have the traducer, or convert from one form to the other. So let us look at the work and energy. The work and energy. We are saying work is given by force. Work is given by force times distance. Work is given by force times distance. The SI unit of work is in joules. The SI unit of work is in joules. Is in joules, denoted by the letter J. So force is measured in Newton. Force is measured in Newton, and distance is measured in meters. So the SI unit of work you can also it's also the SI unit of force is also in Newton meter, because force is measured in Newton and distance is measured in meters. So the other form of or the other SI unit of work is Newton meter. Newton meter. So here you have an example. You are told, example 1, calculate the work done by a stone mason in lifting a stone of a mass 15 kg through a height of 2 meters. So here we have an example where you are told you are given calculate the work done. You are told to calculate the work done. That is what we are told to calculate by a mason stone of lifting 15 kg. So you are given mass. You are given mass to be 15 kg. Through a height, you are given the height or the length, the distance. The distance through a height of 2 meters. So to calculate the work done, we are saying work done is given by force times distance. So you have the mass, but you don't have the force. So to convert this one, you have to convert this mass to be a force. So, but for you to convert this, you multiply times the gravitational force. You multiply times the gravitational force. So what we are going to do to make this one to be a force, it will be given by 15 times 10 to be 150 Newton. To be 150 Newton. So at that point, the work becomes easy, because what you are going to do, you will say work done is given by force. A force is 150 Newton multiplied by 2 meters. 2 meters. So when you multiply that, you will get a 300 Newton meter. All 300 joules. 300 joules or 300 joules. So we have other examples in your note. You can check on other examples on your note. So we're gonna stop there at this moment. Then we shall be discussing on force and power in our next lesson. Thank you for attending the lessons.